Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. As you can see, I'm wearing this jacket which I haven't worn for a bit. Did just a few videos about maybe a year and a half ago when I was in my old house. Yeah, I did some videos wearing this jacket. Yeah, for some reason I haven't brought it out yet. Since then really. I should have done. I think I also did some videos when I had, yeah, basically they were in the old house when I had wore this jacket. Did my cover of Edge of Heaven by Wham, and I wore this, and I did a cover of I did a cover of that, and yeah, I was sitting down doing a motivational talk from my old house, and yeah, basically I wanted to wear it after all this time because I think it's good enough not to wear. So, but yeah, not that I'd wear this out and about, but if I had the opportunity, and of course. But I actually wore this back in about five and a half years ago. When I did some sort of photo shoot in London. I wore this jacket and I had sort of a long hairstyle and a funny beard going on. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about in this video, I'm sort of going off tangent here. Yeah, is Reacher on Amazon Prime. I've been watching that on obviously Prime Video, and I wanted to do like a review of it. What I wanted to say mainly about it was yeah, I basically wanted to say how good it is, because at the moment I am reading a lot of well, for some reason I'm hooked on the Jack Reacher books. I never thought I would be, not that I didn't like the books, but I only started reading them this year because I've never really thought much of them. I don't know why, I just never thought much of them. I saw the Tom Cruise movies and I just never thought much of them. It's just a book's a book. But yeah, I started reading them this year. The first Jack Reacher my brother brought over for me, so yeah, I started reading them this year. The first one, and then I just got hooked on them basically, and yeah, I'm on like the 8th book or 9th book now, and I plan on reading all of them. And yeah, because of that, I thought it's a perfect time to see the series Reacher on Amazon Prime, and sort of my review of that. Well, I've been talking about, yeah, I've just gone on talking about the books, but my review of Reacher on Amazon Prime, I think it's really good. I think it does credit to the Jack Reacher character, and obviously the guy in there is 6'5". For me, obviously, it's interesting to see because, like I said, I'm not 6. I'm 5'7". So, but it's interesting to see that character, like this sort of big guy, and it's and he definitely does credit to the character. That's the thing. I think with Tom Cruise, when you saw him in the movies, because Tom Cruise is sort of like a well-known actor, it's kind of you can see him in the movie, but then you think of him as the guy from Mission Impossible and the guy from this and the guy from that. Whereas this guy who played Alan Richardson, I think his name was, he hasn't really been in anything. So when you think of him as Reacher, you kind of just think of him as Reacher. So I think it's definitely better. And he does do credit to the character of Reacher being 6'5", being quite big. I really like the Amazon series. Like I said, for some reason, yeah, I've pretty much got hooked on the books at the moment. I thought I've got to watch the series, and I absolutely love it. And they're doing a season 2 as well, so I'm gonna have to read that at some point. But no, I really like the Amazon series called Reacher. So there was things about perhaps it should have been on Netflix or something, or because they only did 2 movies. But I mean, I don't know, because obviously Netflix and Amazon Prime is like the difference between McDonald's and Burger King, isn't it? You'd say Netflix straight away, then Amazon Prime's that second best. It's like McDonald's and Burger King. McDonald's is obviously just getting more revenue, more money than Burger King in cases. So, but yeah, no, I really like the series. It takes you through the first episodes, the first eight episodes of the first series. It's called, yeah, the first book is called Killing Floor, and yeah, that's basically what it entails. It talks about the book, which I read a few months ago. I kind of wish I read the book first, then watched the series, because I only started reading these Jack Reacher books a few months ago. The original first book came out a year after I was born. I was born in '96, came out in '97. So perhaps I should have read it earlier or something. But yeah, but no, it's really good series. 8 episodes. People said maybe it should have been longer, but no, it takes credit to the actual book, which is I mean, because I haven't even talked about what it's about yet. Obviously Jack Reacher's he's military police, he's ex-military, and yeah, basically he goes into this restaurant and sort of the cops come in, they put their guns out and say, arresting you for murder or whatever. And the truth is that is his brother Joe Reacher. He was one of the victims, and basically he's trying to avenge his brother basically. And what it boils down to, also there's going to be spoilers, is basically the local sheriff and a few of his sort of mates, including this guy called Kleiner who works in the nearby warehouse, and his son or something like that. They're running this counterfeiting operation, so they're trying to send money from I think it's Georgia. It's based in. They're making money in Georgia, all this counterfeit money, and they're trying to send it to Venezuela or something. I think it's something to do with drugs, probably. It always is. Idiots. But that's basically this counterfeiting money operation. This Jack Reacher has to find out who's in charge, who's at the bottom of it. Who's going through all this. Why they're doing it in Georgia. It's because of accessibility. They work out. It's really good. Like I said, I've read the book, and it's quite complicated. It's not really that complicated to explain. It's like it's really good though. I really like it. And it first takes you through 8 episodes. It's a fictional town called Margrave. It's really good. And I really like it. It takes you, like I said, eight episodes. I do remember bits, and the bits they changed. Like towards the end, Jack Reacher gets taken in his car and he gets dropped off at the bus depot, and he gets like a bus or something to somewhere. Whereas in the Reacher series, he just ends up walking on the road with his thumb out trying to hitchhike a ride. So they've changed some bits of the which is obviously they can't keep it exactly like the book. They're obviously going to change some parts, but overall, I think it's a good interpretation. Like I said, I kind of wish this came out in Amazon Prime on February 2022. Right now I'm filming this in July, but at the end of July. But I only started reading the Reacher series this year. I probably started about February reading the Jack Reacher book series. So I could have read the first book and then watched it doesn't matter. I didn't even, I don't know. I like it. It's only because my brother brought it around, and he bought loads of books around. I thought I'm going to read this, and I got hooked on that one. I thought, I've never read Jack Reacher before. I've actually got hooked on this now, and I started reading it. That's the only reason. But yeah, I do really like it. I do really like the book. It does credit to the Reacher character. I'm not putting any down on Tom Cruise, but a lot of people said he wasn't that tall. He's actually the same height as me, Tom Cruise, 5'7". But I'm actually going to watch the Tom Cruise movie soon. I'm reading a book at the moment called One Shot, and once I've read that, I'm going to read the first Jack Reacher movie that came out in 2012, almost 10 years ago, just based on that book. We're going to continue all the way through it. And yeah, but basically, yeah, I really like the Reacher series, and I'd definitely recommend it. And yeah, that's about all there is to say, really. Yeah, so Reacher series on Amazon Prime, thumbs up. It's really, really good. And I definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend it. Yeah, especially if you've read the books, because most movies, a lot of movies are based on books nowadays, so that's not unique. But I really liked it. Really liked it.